Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as the Inca. If you watched the previous episode, you probably noticed that I played off camera a bit and actually made some significant changes, so we'll start by going through these changes. Want to make sure that you guys don't miss anything important. Well, the main reason why I played off camera was that I had to move our whole army, and these large army movements are always like pretty lengthy and boring, so we would basically spend, I don't know, like 4 or 5 turns just shuffling units around, and I didn't want to do that on camera. So that's the reason why I've decided to play a few turns without you guys. And what happened? So first of all, the most important change, I peaced out with Spain. And to explain why, I will have to go through my long-term strategy that I decided on, because before I started doing anything, I spent quite some time thinking about what we now want to do, what we want to achieve, and when we want to achieve things. So let's look on the tech tree. The plan currently is to get to penicillin and submarines as fast as possible. And once we get submarines on the map, attack Greece. And we really want to do this fast to make sure they just can't really snowball too hard. But before we do that, I would also like to secure our continent, which means vassalizing Polynesia, and that's gonna take some time. If we want to do this in time, I had to peace out with Spain so that I can now focus on Polynesia right away. If I decided to go for another city, that would most likely be Sevilla, it would take at least, I'd say, like 15 to 20 turns. We would have to move our army that was here north. I also had to upgrade the army, so that would be a delay. Sevilla really is not that easy to siege. There are not that many tiles for our units. Part of our army would be probably in range of Salamanca, so it would even be risky. And in the end, I decided, okay, they can have those wonders that are in Sevilla. We'll just live without them. We'll just save time, immediately move everything south, and attack Polynesia as soon as possible. The peace treaty wasn't anything fancy. I just vassalized Spain and got some gold on top of that. I think like 50, I don't know, 2 or 3 gold per turn, and some flat gold, but really nothing major. The main reward from this is now a very strong vassal that can easily defend our eastern border. And I don't think that even if like Germany and Greece decided to attack Spain together, they wouldn't be able to take a single city, or it would take forever to take a city. So I think we don't have to worry about the eastern border at all now. That's pretty important for what we want to do, because you'll be moving our armies basically to the other side of the map. So that's one thing. And there's one more thing that I decided to do. I decided to raise Cordoba now. It's in between 5 cities that don't have that many tiles to work. And if I get rid of this city, I will get some extra tiles that these cities can work. And when you look on the zone of control of these cities, they can reach pretty much all the tiles that Cordoba is currently covering, with one exception, this iron. But at some point, the border from one of these cities will cover the iron as well. We just won't be able to work it, but that's not the end of the world. And I'm really not willing to just have a city that is here basically just to have 2 iron. So I already started raising Cordoba. It's still gonna take a while, but yeah, we definitely don't need the city anymore. So that's that. Also, you probably noticed that I spent all my gold. It was a lot. We had like, I think 10,000, maybe 12,000 gold. But most of that I spent on unit upgrades, so we now have Gatling guns instead of musketmen. And I also paid for some production in these cities. I paid for some windmills and for one seaport. Other than that, well, just the usual things that you have to do when you play. I've renewed some trades, queued up some more buildings, But yeah, nothing major. Also, I bought a few Landsknechts to replace some garrisons. Once Madrid is out of resistance, I'll also replace this Fusilier, and once we get rid of Cordoba, we'll have another Gatling gun. But these are just some minor things that are not that important. Okay, so those are the changes. I hope I didn't forget anything. We are one turn away from the end of our golden age, so we now have 31 happiness, but that will decrease. We'll see how bad it will be. And what else? I think now we can start playing. Also, this turn there was a session of the World Congress, so you will see the results of the voting on the next turn. And that's basically the main reason why I started recording on this turn. Some of our units are still moving, but I didn't want didn't want you guys to miss the results of the World Congress. Okay, enough talking. Let's end the turn, I think. Yep. Go. Okay. And as our archaeologists are finishing their excavations, we are getting artifacts. I wouldn't mind getting some landmarks in this case, but the problem is we want to increase the length of our golden ages that we will get from artists, so I just will get as many artifacts as possible. Units need orders. Which one? You can move 45, 45. You can stay where you are. Do you have... You don't have range. Gatling gun wouldn't be that good. Okay, let's move him all the way south, and you don't have... Oh, that's these two. These two Gatling guns that I just started to move, where the garrison of Toledo and the support unit that was standing behind Toledo, they both don't have even extra range, but I want to use them during the war anyway. They'll just be sitting somewhere on the flank, and hopefully they'll get opportunity to attack something here and there. Okay, go. One important thing is that Byblos is currently allied with Germany, and Polynesia still has a defensive pact to Germany. So we'll have to make sure that we get Byblos back to our side before we declare war, because I really don't want to fight Byblos. Okay, what are you doing now? Or what do we want him to do now? I think I want to build a terrace farm here because I'm already working this tile. And yeah, that's Byblos is the reason why I had to buy an envoy. Or can we move him? That's pretty decent. You have just finished the terrace farm, so let's start working on another one. And here we want to get the connection with the city. And that reminds me, I should probably queue up something in the capital, excuse me, arsenal, so that the reward, the production that we get as a reward once we get the road is not wasted. Oh, hey, Polynesia is plotting against Spain. Let's tell her, because we need some positive modifiers now. Look at that, how effective that Gatling is. 45. And yeah, I had to flip Madrid, so I spent some faith on that. Again, nothing major. And because we had only like 13 followers after I flipped the city, I decided to buy a missionary and get as many followers as possible. I will use the missionary twice. Now we have 20 followers, so there is not that much room for heretics. Golden Age, and actually we are still on 25 happiness. That's pretty decent. Okay, nothing important. America denounced Greece, and some peace treaties. yeah, Alexander made peace with Washington. That's the important part here. Okay, Congress. Sanction Spain failed. I was hoping that others would vote against this, and they did. Even more people than I expected. No one voted for. I don't even know who suggested this. Yeah, but this is quite annoying. I didn't want scholars in residence to pass. Right now, it doesn't really matter that much, but long term, this could be a problem, and we might want to get rid of it. So that didn't work, and the sphere of influence failed, whatever. Just Germany and Greece against each other. Okay. Here we want to finally start working on those villages that we wanted for quite a while, and we'll get the railroad through them. And previous turn I noticed that we didn't have a workboat on this crab, so I bought a workboat. Once we get that crab, we will be able to sell it. Okay, 45. Another archaeologist, 45. I like 3 more turns then we can declare. Next. You definitely need repairs. 45. Okay, you also don't have range. This is pretty annoying. You have range. Yep. And you also have extra range. Okay, so I'll send this guy. 45. Oh, you also have extra range. Nice, that's what we need. So we'll go this way. I think now all our units are in position, ready to attack. So maybe even next turn we could attack. Depends on how quickly we'll be able to flip Byblos. We need 37 influence. Hopefully we can get that with just one envoy. We should be able to get 37. Another artifact. Let's grab this one. And another one gonna be here. Okay. Next. Yeah. Only has plotting against me. And both him and Germany were complaining about my warmongering. So we would end up fighting, even if I didn't declare war, so may as well do it. And do it quickly before they can, like, or he can build up his defenses. There's one thing, though, that I noticed. He has a pretty strong navy. We had this corvette going through his territory, and there are so many ships. He actually is upgrading his whole navy to frigates and corvettes. So we have to be careful, and that's why I decided to first take this city, control the area around the sea, and then go after Honolulu, where we can safely position units around, not have to worry about like a huge fleet bombarding us from all these tiles. May not seem like that many tiles, but I think the Polynesian fleet might be comparable to the Spanish fleet, so I really think this may take a while to destroy all those ships, and I want to do it safely. Oh, we got another Fusilier. That'll be useful. Is Madrid still in resistance? Nope. Okay, so I can buy Landsknecht. Great. You can now start moving south. Give me that Landsknecht. Fortify and... oh, you can already move? Really? I thought that when we get a new unit, can't move on the first turn. Well, whatever. Oh no, that's a unit from Congo. Interesting. I had no idea we had a militaristic city-state friend. Well, good for us. What are we gonna do here? I think I still want to keep growing. Oh, and oh, come on, I made a mistake here. Oh, I wasted so much production. I wanted to cancel this train station and instead build a seaport, and of course I forgot to do that. I knew that I forgot to do something. Well, let's do it now. We will be working quite a few sea tiles here, so it is worth it, even if I, or even with the wasted production. Okay, archaeologist. What is this? Oh, finished archaeologist. Archaeologists. Let's see, can we? I think. Oh, come on, there is still an artifact that we can get. I don't think that we have an archaeologist heading for this. And we get the harbor. I don't really want a harbor here. Maybe we could get the harbor, but I wouldn't get the seaport. 45, 45. How far can you go? Oh, pretty far. And we can even use this guy immediately. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Maybe we can just declare right now. There is Polynesian envoy. If I don't, then Polynesia will flip the city-state back. Okay, let's do it. Declare. I have to fight Wellington. And Germany will use some trades. Look how much science he is getting from us. I think that's his science that he is getting, so definitely want to stop that. Yep. And hopefully we'll be able to peace out with Germany as soon as possible. We lost the research agreement that was with Germany. And yeah, lost quite a few trades. Okay, let's try to get some trades back first with America. It's probably our best option right now. 984 isn't that... Oh, you have dies. Okay, in that case, I'll definitely trade with you. We can get, what, 6 gold per turn?
All right.
What about you? You have money? Nope. What about you? Don't want anything. Don't really want to trade with Greece, but I may not have any options, any other options. How much is this? 20, I mean, not 25, 15 maybe? No, 14. Oh, that's that. I don't think... Oh, we can maybe trade with Spain? But not for 3 gold per turn. Won't tax. Again, that's just not enough. And maybe I shouldn't feed her anything. She's still ahead, I think. 48, 47, and 47. Yeah, let's just make sure she falls behind. And the war. How are we gonna do it? This should be safe. Let's just do this slowly. Make sure that we don't run into something nasty. Did we kill this? Nope. Let's do some damage down. Really want to move our field guns. Oh wait, this is not a field gun. Okay, wait. Wait. Nothing interesting for the first turn of war. Oh, hello. This might be interesting. I mean, important though. We could kill 2 great prophets. I would be able to kill them, but at least force them to turn around. Let's try to send our corvette. We might be able to catch one of them at least. Go. And you want incense. I think we just finished fixing that. Excuse me. Let's try America first. I really don't want to give him more happiness. Lodged caravan here. And actually coming towards us. Sure, I'll take that. Kathmandu. Where's Kathmandu? Why am I at war? There's probably still a war. Oh, all these wars are from the times when we were fighting Spain and I just forgot to peace out. Angry, and here are 2 wars that we can't end. Where is Kathmandu? Oh, we are friendly with Kathmandu. What the hell? Game is lying to me again. Oh, those prophets. Oh, this feels so good. That's not what we want. Let's get the Inquisitor. Now, definitely monastery. I'll queue up a castle. I don't have the faith to buy university anymore. I probably don't want to buy university. How much unhappiness do we have from religious divisions? Yeah, let's just get rid of all the heretics. Should be able to reach the knight. Go. Oh, suicidal crossbowman. This guy can go here. And Percy is standing in our way. Excuse me. Like to have my field guns here. Just keep hitting the city. I'm not sure if that's safe. Definitely not safe right now. I'll just move this guy somewhere. He's in the way until the Tercio is gone. Looks like a good idea. Can't reach it. Never mind. That's better. Okay. 45, 45. Probably too cautious, but I really don't want to run into something nasty. Now, can we move even closer? Probably. Well, we can, but I don't want to. 44. I don't know what to do. This guy has extra range. Okay, so let's move him forward, and the general will join him. Now we end the turn. Defensive. This is interesting. The worst thing that could happen if we accept the pact would be a war with America. We probably don't want that. No, let's refuse. Because even a war with America could be dangerous to these cities. And seriously? How did... Oh, that was this guy. Okay. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid. And the first thing I do is I run into Polynesian Armada. And this Tercio is pretty annoying. Okay, we should have a pretty good control over this whole territory. Let's see. First of all, we probably want to get rid of anything ranged. Anything ranged that we can reach. Oh. Okay, so this one doesn't have the extra range. 45, 45, 40. Okay. I'll just switch these two next turn. I really don't want to move any closer. Fortify. Oh, we might get a monopoly on salt next turn. We should, because I checked the monopolies and it says there are 8 copies on the map. And we should be controlling 4. How did I? Oops, I wanted to send that Inquisitor somewhere else. But it seems that city needed the Inquisitor as well, so it's not the end of the world. How long before we get the engineer? Let's actually speed things up a bit, down to 17. And now, first, I want biology so that we enter modern era. And then we rush penicillin. Okay, go. Okay, just wait here. It would be so nice if Monty just moved out of the way. Before I get to ask America about the trade. Well, let's try to remember for next turn. It's quite a few units. So you have your harbor. Next, thinking, may want some agribusinesses that gives food to what? Pastures and farms. The question is, does it give food to terrace farms? Probably not. Let's get arsenal first, then we'll see. Okay, finally we can move forward here. I think this knight is in range. Yeah. And I'll even move a bit closer so that I can reach those ships. Okay, wait. This won't be a fast war. I was hoping that Polynesia won't have that many land units, but it seems that I was wrong. Let's play it safe. Village. And make sure we have placements. Okay, next. And again, I forgot to ask America about the trade. Hope it wasn't our unit dying, it was probably that crossbowman. How much damage you are taking? We'll definitely move away. This guy should be fast enough to move in position. How exactly does it look like around here? This is not too bad. Greece's global monopoly on coral. That's quite difficult to get. And finally, America.
I trust you are.
Oh, he doesn't want that incense.
I'm listening.
Okay, in that case, Greece can have it. What is that? 14? That should work. And we have connected Byblos. I'm not sure if we got the reward now or if we get it. Oh, we already got it on this turn. But even with the reward, Greece is still 124 influence ahead. Yeah, it's impossible to stay alive with a city-state when Greece is in the game. Should be fine. And what about our capital? They're still growing pretty quickly, so let's work more specialist slots. What are we doing? Arsenal. I definitely want the agribusiness in our capital though. And then we'll see. Production. So castle into courthouse. And after courthouse. Chill. The seaport. How much money do we have? Enough to pay for one seaport. But I wanted to queue up some more things in Madrid. Monument, well, barracks, arena, aqueduct. And then we come back. Okay. More damage. And of course this Gatling gun now doesn't have a target. What if I just moved it here? Is that a horrible idea? Know that I'm in the bombardment range of the city, but we'll try it. Hopefully the city doesn't have the damage to one-shot the Gatling gun. This gives us some extra vision, but I have to say I don't like what I'm seeing. Get this kill. Another one. Well, those land units are going down pretty quickly, I'd say. Problem is, what we're gonna do with all those ships. I think I'll make a cut here, and you'll continue in the next episode. I'll have to think about this a bit, how I could maybe get closer to cities and start sieging at least one of them. Because if we just stay here, that won't get us anywhere. I really don't see a safe way how to approach those cities. Well, yeah, we'll see in the next episode. This one is over, so as usual, I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.